Welcome back everybody to another edition of UFTA Premium, and in this week's video we're just going to go over another in-game scenario. We're going to start our growers rather, 3/4 of the way through the game, and they're going to have equal opportunities to try and accomplish an UFTA Grande, and they're also going to vie for wildcard crops. And so if we look at the setup that we have right here, you know, each grower has 30 tokens, as you can see. And then they also have an assortment of equipment items that they would typically have at this point in the game. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Player A has crop insurance in the disc. They rolled a 1. Player B has 30 tokens. They own the harvester and they have the trading house. So look to see if they use that to their advantage. 4. It's productive. And so now if we look closely over here, it looks like we're looking for beans. Maybe. Beans, broccoli, kale, peas. So let's go ahead and plant some kale. Kale's in the number 1 spot though. I'm not sure we want to do that yet. Let's go ahead and definitely grow beans. Actually, yeah, we can do that. Notice how with the situational and conditional nature of everything, normally we wouldn't want to plant kale because it's in the very lowest spot. We don't have an extra set of kale to complete an undercut crop. And so what we're doing instead is we're going to go with the kale because we can link it with the beans, and that's going to set us up for a nice 2-crop combo, along with the possibility of a 3-crop combo with these bad boys. So if we do that, really nice. That's gonna do it. Okay. It's 12 tokens. 3 minus 12 is 18. And we'll probably set out some fender doodles and beans. Okay. Uh-oh. 1 is no good. Player C over here, of course, has the cedar and they own crop insurance and 30 tokens. So they're looking pretty good. Let's do this crop. 6. Now we have the chance to sabotage. This person would definitely do that. And slow them down, removing their beans. Doesn't move in the market because of the finger doodle placement. And for their second action, I'm sure they'll plant something. These potatoes squash. Second, plant corn. Okay, so this particular grower, if we look to see what they have here, you know, they need chard. And they see the chard over here is a possibility because 3 crops have been grown on this grower's field. That opens up, of course, the possibility for a wildcard crop to happen. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and set up our wildcard crop. We have 30 tokens. We're going to switch them out and grab some change. So we have a 10 token. And we're going to lay it on top of the crop that we want it to become. So in this particular case, I think we want chard. So there it is. So this is how we indicate that the wildcard crop has been planted, but it hasn't been harvested yet. We put the token on the crop, and we put that crop on top of the pile. Okay. Now, when it comes time to indicate that the wildcard crop has been harvested, what we're going to do instead is we'll take that crop and we'll just set it to the side, like so. Okay? Except it won't be there. let me amend that. It'll be over here. It'll be indicated that the chard was completed because it's sitting beside the pile of harvested crops near the field where it would have been harvested had that grower had the opportunity to grow it. So anyway, so back to where we were at. We planted there. We might plant elsewhere. Let's see. I think that's going to do it for now. What do we want to actually plant? Potatoes. Beans. Okay. The reason that we're planting potatoes is we want to fulfill that oeuf de grande requirement of growing all the correct crops on the right cover crop fields. So that's what we're doing there. And then beans we're just doing because it's a high value item. It's our highest value item. That's why we're planting it. Okay, so 8 tokens. 2 back. 8 in the cup. Okay, moving on. 1. Remove 2 crops from the field. Oh no. We lost our kale, we lost our cucumbers. Easy come, easy go. Here today, gone tomorrow. Okay. 2 is productive. In a way. And I'll just move something to the market. Potatoes and beans. Potatoes down. Okay. Just a purely defensive move right there. Okay. A little gambling. I don't have my cards. We'll say we gambled. Okay, 2. 2 is productive. Steamingly so. Just move peas. No, we'll move cucumbers down. We're going to move cucumbers down from the 12 spot to secure its position in the market. Okay. Here's a 5. Okay, what can we grow over here as a wild card crop? We have broccoli and carrots. We notice that carrots are over here on this grower's field. So let's get our change for the 30. So yeah, we'll take 10 and we'll place it on carrots over here. Okay. What else can we do? We've got beans that we filled out. Beans, potatoes, and squash. That looks good. Kale, chard, and spinach. We don't have spinach. Does anybody else have spinach? Completed. Ah, yes they do. And it's going to be on the same field that another wildcard crop is growing. So that's no problem. All you do then, it's a good case study. What we want to do is we want to take the 10 tokens and we'll place it on spinach, leaving the other crop and the other crop face up as well. Okay? Fascinating stuff. Okay, so cucumber, kale, peas goes to broccoli. Gamble's not gonna happen. Or there. 6. This is a sabotage. They would probably sabotage in this particular instance, since the game is very close. And I'll tell you what they would probably do, in all honesty, since tentatively the Ufta Grandes are worth 50 points, tentatively I think they would take the 10 tokens wildcard crop and remove it. Place it back into the bank. Place this one back into the bank. Okay. Still not gambling. Okay, so here's a 6. They could sabotage. They will. They'll sabotage beans. Notice that they can sabotage even though this grower has this bad boy right here, right? So that's something you gotta be cognizant and aware of. As you're playing Ufta, you gotta make sure that you know what can and can't be done to you as far as attacks go. The crop insurance protects against all adversity cards, whereas the farm crew does hand-to-hand combat basically with saboteurs. So, yeah, you just want to be savvy about that. Keep track of it. Okay. 1. 6 is a sabotage. They're not going to sabotage, but they are going to bring in and protect their beans. So running low on cash. Who would have thought that? 10. Okay, we got 8 back. We've got 2 in the cup. Okay, so that's that. Oh, no, wait, we have it harvesting beans. We got beans on beans. That's worth 10 tokens. Flip this over. Okay, so now do we start another item? I think we do. Now here's where things get interesting. You know, the crop is actually worth 5 tokens. That's the baseline amount. So if you put 15 tokens on there, that gives you 10 tokens of protection on top of the crop amount. Which means if a saboteur happens, you'll be ready. That's an expensive wildcard crop though. Anyway, we'll try it again. This grower's going for carrots over here. So they're placing a mighty 15 tokens on it. Okay, so again, you know, all of this is tentative and I'm still testing it. I'm not, these aren't concrete rules. In fact, all of the rules in Ufta are not concrete. These are just a collection of ideas that I've made over a long period of time studying how to play this. So that's why I ask for your help. If you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to make those in the comment sections on YouTube. You know, your input, advice, and participation is what makes Ufta stand out from the crowd, and it makes it a lifetime of steady practice and learning. I thank you for your participation. Okay, so here's the 2 potatoes. Moves up. Here we have a 4. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to go with cucumbers. What are we with? We don't have corn yet. Oh, yes, we do. Yeah, we do. My bad. We don't have beans. Okay, so they need beans. They need broccoli. They need kale, which they could do a crop for. And we got peas, potatoes, squash. We need peas. Okay. So that, this particular planting was entirely determined by the Uvda Grande motivation and goal, right? Because that's what we're trying to accomplish here. Okay, so we're seriously low on crops now. Probably only 7 or 8 left. So that might change the way we think about the game. I think this grower is going to pledge a certain amount. Well, no, they can't. See, here's where the tensions in the game builds to a crescendo, because what's going on is, we're trying to grow these crops to complete the Uvda Grande. We'd like to put out a wildcard crop, but that actually costs money, and it especially costs hunger tokens to protect them, right? Just like you would have marker tokens on regular crops, So this is all very costly, and that's eating into our wartime budget, basically. So we're not sure what's left in the coffers to carry this out. So they're just gonna go it alone, or leave things lie, and we're gonna put protection out on broccoli and a fender needle. Okay, so here's a 5. What do we do with this? 5, we're productive. We don't have the funds now. Yeah, this grower simply ran out of funds to do much more on the wildcard crops. We've already got an expensive one out. So now at this point we're just going to see if we can fill out our dance card. Cucumbers. We need broccoli for sure. We need to plant radishes. We're disking, planting. Alright, so things are looking up. Cucumber, kale, peas, radishes, chard. Here we go. 1. Don't know what to do with. I think we're good. Okay, so here's chard. I think we're on chard anyway. Potatoes can move up. Notice how there has to be a certain amount of tact and diplomacy, because with all these wildcard crops going out, there's certainly now vested interests, mutual interest in bringing something to harvest. Both parties need to be appeased, right? And that can happen when there's this joint effort to grow a wildcard crop. Both parties benefit too. We mustn't forget that the field owner that the wildcard crop is growing on that person is entitled to the same financial benefit that gets put out in marker tokens, or in hunger tokens rather. So that's something you need to be savvy about as well. So here we go. Gambling's not going to happen. 6 sabotage. Okay, I can only harvest one crop at this point. It's going to be radishes, which is good. Radishes, and that's going to give me 8. 6, 7, 8. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Cucumber, cowpeas, radishes, chard, potatoes, and carrots are up next. Grab one out of here. There's a 5. 5 is productive. We like that. The harvester owner should have been collecting on our harvest. But check it out. We're harvesting, and it means the wild card crop is here, so it's getting harvested too. So this grower automatically gets the same amount as what's been placed out here. But this person, more importantly, gets their 5 tokens back. And they get the carrots, which belongs right there. Notice how I can't place it on the wild card crop on the discarded crops pile, because that indicates that something is ready to be harvested. Whereas if I place it off the pile, that indicates that harvesting has been complete, and that grower has earned one of those crops that's missing. Okay, so nice job there. Potatoes on potatoes. 16 tokens. Put this over. Carrots. Stay up. Okay. Gambling's not going to happen. There's a 1. Don't have to do it because we have crop insurance. Let's get some carrots. 5. Okay, so what does this grower have left? We've got, okay, so we need corn. That's the thing. So we're going to place tokens wherever there's corn. Oh, but we can't do it. Oh, yeah, we can. We can do it over here. This grower has a field ready for us. So we'll place our wild card crop over there. And we'll find out what else we need. Kale spinach. We need chard. Oh, we didn't get chard up. Nothing got harvested though. Right? So we're still waiting on our chard over there. Here's something that's important to come up. Even though you've placed a wildcard crop abroad on someone else's field, you can also take a token and add protection if you want to. But bearing in mind, of course, that that grower is also going to earn whatever you place out there. Okay, so there's that. Two. We've got broccoli, we've got peas, we've got beans. And we'll just move carrots. 6 is a sabotage, so we're going to sabotage their beans. And we're going to plant. What does this grower need? Plant kale over here. And something else. Potatoes, squash. Okay. So we're going to pay 5 now. Get 1 back. Okay, so we'll put 5 in, get 1 back. Cucumber, cowpeas, carrots, beans. Gambling's not going to happen. Or there. Here's a 2, broccoli and kale. Definitely bump kale up to the number 1 spot. Corn goes to beans. Spinach. It's another 3. Okay, now we're getting serious. We lost our beans over here, but we're gonna cultivate and harvest, which means, you know, for the sake of clarity and just convenience, you should probably take care of the wild card crops first. So we're definitely harvesting. So this grower, which is over here, gets their extra money back. And we place it here to indicate, of course, that it was completed. And then this grower gets 15 tokens, which is a pretty good deal. Okay, so here's peas on peas and broccoli on broccoli. Harvesting is free. So what is that? 7, 6, 16. Okay, not a 2-crop combo. Crops, corn and beans. Okay. 2, we're going to move kale down a spot. Spinach goes to squash. 1. Oh, that's productive. Okay, so we've got peas, potatoes, squash. We need kale in this corner, and we need the disc. We're not going to get beans, so we're going to have to plant beans elsewhere. Who else has got beans? Got beans over here. Oh, and I might have missed that wildcard crop. I hope I didn't. That's on radishes. So then we'll place it on this one. Okay, and we're planting the rest of our stuff. Cucumbers, spinach, kale, so that'll be 10. 1 crop left. 2 crops left. 2 again. Boy, it's a wild. You never know what's going to happen in Nukta, that's for sure. The luck and chance plays a minor role, but a very important role. In this particular game, it's been this nasty creature right here that has held us back. Same deal. Oh my god. That's 3 3s in a row. Talk about freak occurrences. Rare probabilities. Okay, so here we go. We're going with carrots. We're going with, what are we? Disc, which is great. Corn, I don't know about, so we're going to plant some over here. Wow, we've got a very dependent field over here that's full of wild card crops. So everybody is hoping, everyone's betting the farm, so to speak, on this particular possibility, on this particular wild card crop farm. Okay, so here's cucumber. Gambling's not gonna happen. Kale back. Keys. Okay, 5 is productive. This should do it. I'll just plan everything. Potatoes. Okay, so that empties the bag. We're all set for a grand finish. Okay, so notice how even, there's a few other rules to work out, right? Because what happens during final harvest? Do the wild card crops get harvested or not? Tentatively at this point, I would say yes, they do. So let's just see what happens. We got this row over here, spinach, cucumbers, kale, corn, all at half value. 6, 6, 5, 11, 10, 21. 21 and 1, there's 22. Now, here's the important part. We've got broccoli and kale being harvested by the grower in this corner. So we've got 5, 2.5, rounds up to 3, so 8. Let's just 10 for now. And what's happening is these 2 wildcard crops, or 3 wildcard crops, corn, beans, and radishes, are all getting harvested. So the person that needed the corn is over here. Notice too that the wildcard crop owner, they get their tokens back, essentially, that they leased out. So long as they weren't marauded or sabotaged by anyone. So here's these. The next person harvested beans. So that was over here. So they got their beans. And then the last person needed radishes. That was this person over here. Who was that? Needed radishes. Everybody has radishes, so I'm a little confused on that one. Let's just say it goes here. Chard. Oh, it's supposed to be chard. Okay, well, let's say it was there. Well, they got their chard. No, never mind. I don't know what it's going. Alright. Okay, so that's going to do it. We had an exciting game. Pretty cool. Everyone scored big, and a lot of people completed their wildcard crops, leading to Ufta Grandes. Alright? So I hope you found that enjoyable, and keep on playing Ufta till I see you next time, and have a good day. Bye, everybody.